Alright, so guys, I just completed Dark Souls 3, including all the DLCs that there are, two of them, and I defeated every single boss in them. And I also made the rank tier list of Dark Souls 3. I was wondering I should also make one of Elden Ring. Now I have already defeated Elden Ring. I have played the game, enjoyed it. It was my favorite game ever that I played, including the DLC. So what I'll do is I will also rank the bosses. I don't know if this is Morgoth or his brother. I'm assuming this is the first boss we fight, so I would probably rate him A. And this guy, I mean, it was alright. I forgot his name. What was even his name? I think it was Patrick or something. Now this guy, I mean, it's alright. I mean, it B, okay, it's alright. Now this is the mother of the Rani, I think. Yeah, mother of Rani. She was this moon princess. I would probably rate her B. She would summon all that dragons and stuff. Now this is Radahn. So Radahn has to go on S tier. It was the coolest boss ever. He killed me way too many times. Awesome skills. Meteors were good. You could dodge them. It was amazing. The arena was amazing. The build-up was amazing. Story was amazing. He was amazing. And you could summon literally like 6 or 7 guys back to back just to fight him. Not 6 to 7, 2 or 3. That was amazing. It was purely an epic boss battle. I loved it. It was probably one of the best bosses ever made. So the fire giant was I would give him a lower B. He was cool boss. I would say design was cool, but fight wasn't cool. Okay? Everything was good about this boss. Arena was S tier. Story, I would probably say S tier too. He was protecting that torch thing that there was. Everything was awesome. It was dope, but the fight kind of messed it up, or else it would be easily A. The fight kind of messed it up a bit. Actually, this will go and see. He was not cool. If only the fight was a bit good and not annoying, he would probably be on A tier. A tier, come on. I think he's the first Elder Lord that there was. I wouldn't put him on S tier because he was not as good as Radahn, but he was awesome. I mean, probably one of the best bosses ever, best character ever made. With his just bare hand, he killed me so many times, and I think I took like 60 to 70 hours in completing both the DLC and the Elden Ring. That was amazing, awesome boss. Okay, now this guy, probably B tier. I think he's Gideon. I think so, yeah. Probably B tier. I mean, it's alright, like, it's okay. So this dragon is A tier. Alright, so we got Morgoth, okay. There are very rare bosses that I remember name of. I would probably see. So the arena and the boss battle and his skills were S tier. And I really liked that boss fight. It was not easy. Okay, this boss fight was tough. For some it went easy. For me it was a headache, and I didn't even discover it until DLC was there. I completely missed this boss fight. Until I found out that DLC you have to kill him, or else I would have just skipped him entirely. He was an awesome boss. Probably S tier. For me at least. And now let's see, we have a lot of DLC bosses. Yet these two guys are annoying as hell. Would put them in A tier because they were so annoying, or else they would go in B. Yeah, I think B is good. B are, annoying tier bosses, I would say. This guy could go in A tier, but he was a bit annoying. That fire thing was kind of hard to dodge. But this guy is cool as shit. I would put him in S tier, okay? He was so cool. He was a bit annoying, but this is the coolest thing ever. Coolest design ever. I really liked it. I mean, look at that thing. Best skeleton boss ever. This was way better than the Volnir of Dark Souls 3. This is definitely a S tier boss. I mean, he's not on level of Radahn, but would say it's probably one of the best. Okay, so final boss, I mean, I would kind of give it an A. So here is the thing. The fight with Redigon, I think his name was. Fight with Redigon was definitely S tier. I like it, but I didn't quite like the Elden Beast. So if it was only Redigon, I will rate him on S tier. But since it's not that, I'm rating it at A tier. Okay, kind of get it. How do you feel fighting the boss? I would say. So fighting these three is cool as hell. Alright, so now we have the DLC bosses. Oh, we left this guy. Easily S tier. They are the coolest thing ever. Alright. I mean, Malikit the Dark Blade. See, I know his name. If I know a boss's name, they are definitely going to be remembered properly. This is Margaret, I think. Two of these were confusing me the entire game. Like even now I don't understand even after defeating them. I mean they both were good. Not S tier though. Now I only see the DLC bosses. Wait, Bailey is here, so who is this guy? Oh, okay, okay. He's that creepy dude that was down there. I would give him a A. Serpent. What was his name again? Don't remember. The serpent thing that gave us the serpent blade, and then there was a woman eating them. Yeah, that was kind of creepy and awesome. It wasn't that cool of a fight. I mean, it was a bit annoying. He had an absolute hell lot of health. This was definitely a good fight, I would say. I might as well put them in. No, they are not S tier fight, okay? Alright, so now. Oh, this is not the serpent. Who the hell is this guy? Serpent is right here. Sorry for that. Let's continue. Alright. So, no question about that. Okay? There is no question about that. Yep, I like that boss. She killed me so many times, And that waterfall dance, that thing was annoying as hell. And she looked like a final boss too. And that area was so annoying. It was goated. Loved the fight, loved everything. Okay, so now I only see the DLC bosses. So this guy, I would give him a B tier. It's alright, I mean. Nah, probably here I would say. I kind of didn't like the arena he was in, but the area was quite good. I would give a A tier. I was literally scared of that place. That was pure horror. The one that, one with the frenzy flame, that thing that you can't really kill. But if it sees you, you die instantly. Something like that. There was the foggy, yellowish area. I was so scared of that place. That is why I am giving him an A, or probably he would have been a B. Oh, this is the fingers. They were annoying as hell, but it's alright. This is an A tier boss. I think he is the first boss that we ran into, but for some reason I ran into her and she literally destroyed me. I would say I would give her a S tier. Like, yeah, this was one of the best bosses. She killed me so many times. The fight was cool. Her second phase were cool. Her spells were cool. Everything was cool about that. And also there was a hot side if you didn't like the cool side of her. Okay, here is the goat. Absolutely goated, man. Mesmer. I mean, seeing that character, you had kind of something like a fear in you. Like he was so goated. Like seeing him was cool as hell. And you are dead already. Like the first time I entered that place and saw him, I was like, damn, I'm done. He's that kind of a thing. Same with, I would say, Radan and Malikit. Malikit, when that dude went in phase 2, I literally gave up. Like it was done, it was decided. Same thing is with this guy. Probably not with, yeah, this was cool as hell. This was cool as hell. Probably not with him. I would put him in A tier, okay? But I really like him. I would put him in like lower S tier. He was cool as hell. Best, cool boss as hell, I would say. Alright. This is, just after. This is the best I would even give him. Yeah, this boss fight is my favorite, Arena is cool. That guy was screaming that doesn't have leg, he was cursing this dragon. The entry is cool as hell, skills are cool as hell. I literally loved this fight. The lightning attacks were cool. Everything was cool about this. If he doesn't go in S tier, I don't know what will. This guy, I mean, it's alright, like, not even a B tier. He killed me so many times. Those attacks, I mean, she killed me so many times. It was pure annoyance. Like, I didn't know what was wrong. It took me so many countless try to kill her. For that, I will pretty much put them in S tier because she was so annoying to kill, that I almost gave up. Like, no, it was not cool, it was just annoying. Probably A tier, okay? It was just annoyance, I mean, okay? Oh, yeah. This was that gravity one. The one that, the one we fight before the final boss, I think. Yeah, he was protecting that castle, back area of that castle. Probably an A is what is good. I will place him a bit higher. These guys will go a bit lower. This would be better than this guy. Yeah, I mean, Lion wasn't that interesting, I would say. This probably better than Lion. I'm putting all this in B tier. Yeah, I mean, they weren't that cool. Yo, B, you don't deserve to be in C. Uh, yeah, Lion also B tier. Yep, I'm happy with this list. Yeah, for now. Nothing cool about them. You have to kill this guy, then this guy. But it was scary, yeah. It was a bit scary. Actually, the DLC part was so scary, I was scared as fuck. It was like I was playing a horror game. It was a completely different feel than Elden Ring. DLC was crazy scary. I don't know why, it just was. There is this guy. This guy. He has the ability to drop the nuke. And he does it. He kills people with nukes for his enjoyment. Radan is fucking coolest character ever. Just loved this fight. I mean, Arena wasn't that good, but this guy, he doesn't need an Arena to be awesome, okay? Just because I don't know who this is, I will probably give him a B. Who the hell is this guy, dude? I don't remember him from picture, I think. That is what is happening. Just by looks, I am giving him a B. Because I don't remember. He was maybe not annoying as these guys. So this is what the boss list is looking. Now, to be fair, none of these bosses deserve to be called as bad, I would say, because all of them are so good. And literally what From Software has done is they have perfected the Dark Souls 3. They have taken the good part of the Dark Souls 3 and made this, I would say, because all of these bosses are, yeah, this is okay. All of these bosses in the A, B, C, even the C tier, this was good at fight. Boss wasn't that great, but fight was good. I'd probably give them a B, okay? Like a low B, yeah. Like this is the reason this is the best game ever. You see, and just look what they have done in DLC. You see this: one, two, three, four bosses of the DLC. I would say are S tier. They have perfected the art of making video games. Actually, you know what? Yeah, might as well do this. Yeah. Just seeing and double guessing myself. This is the ancient dragon, I think. Yeah. Who is this dragon then? There were two dragons. This is the newer dragon, I think. Yeah, there were two dragons. This is the old one. This is the new one. I would put them in A tier. Dragon fight was cool. It was not like Dark Souls glitchy where you could only hit head and that stuff. Like Dark Souls 3 dragon fights were a bit annoying. Like you couldn't hit their head with melee weapon. But in this game it was actually pretty good, I would say. Yup, this is what I believe in, okay? Now, for some of the Dark Souls player that are there, they would think the S tier is too much saturated, and some of these guys like this one don't even belong in here. Maybe he doesn't, and where is that guy? Maybe these two bosses and this one, they don't belong in S tier. But I would say, for someone who had played the Dark Soul like game, it is not Dark Soul like, but first time Elden Ring player, first time played this kind of games from software, from software. This is the list I would make, and I would argue that probably all of these bosses are way better than other games. Like for example, take Witcher 3 bosses. I know it's a old game. Witcher 3 is a hell of a old game, believe me. But compare those bosses with this. For example, take Dark Souls 3 and take Witcher 3 and compare the bosses. You see the difference I am talking about? In this game, the bosses do feel like a boss, It's not just a gimmick. Whereas in Witcher 3, the boss is like a quest. And in this game, the boss is a boss. None of them are actually, feel like a quest anymore. Like this is what Elden Ring does best, Like even take this guy here, Annoyance finger area that was creepy as hell. But I was scared as fuck fighting this guy. Maybe if I had a better picture of him, I would remember. Radagon was cool as hell, I would give Radagon a A tier, but this guy would be in a B. I didn't really like the Elden Beast, He was annoying as hell. You had to run like 10,000 kilometers and when you get there, you hit him like once or twice, and then he goes under that cosmic ocean, and then he comes back again 10 kilometers far, and then you run again. He's throwing stars at you. There are those nuke-like attacks. I wouldn't say it was... Yeah, I mean, it was a bit annoying. That fight took forever. Probably expect more than 10-15 minutes to fight this guy if you are a little bit under leveled or equally leveled. That was annoying as hell. And sometimes you won't even reach him. Just that's just how this Radagon was, Till the time I reached him, I literally had nothing. 0 flask. My magic was running out because I was in mage build. I could talk for hours on these bosses. They were so cool. The version I played in that game, I played a bit later. So this Radan and this Radan were a bit nerfed, but they were still an S tier boss even though they were nerfed, you know. Probably I couldn't have beaten them. This was my first game of like Dark Souls like game. This was my first Souls game, so yeah. You know what? Let's just try to critique them a bit. Obviously, Radan deserved a better arena. Okay? Like that arena was like bullshit arena. Okay? This Radan deserved a way better arena. Okay? He has the goated arena. Okay? There is nothing better than this guy. Yeah, I mean the waterfall dance was the only annoying thing about this boss. I would say apart from that it was not that hard to deal with her. But if you were a magic build like me and you didn't cheese her with that shadow spell, what was that spell name? Night shadow or something? Nightfall, whatever spell. You didn't cheat with that. Then she would just dodge your magic attacks and come right at your face. Like for a magic build, she was pure annoyance. And this guy too. I mean, he was on your face all that time. He, you didn't get time to attack anything. And these guys were coated. If those pillars weren't there, I was never going to beat them. This was fucking cool as hell fight. I mean, you know, like I got destroyed by that laser so many times. But it was good fight, I was experiencing the pain. The beauty of pain I experienced playing this game. You know what? I probably put them in C. Yeah. You don't deserve to be amongst these. These guys too, yeah. Annoying as hell. Idiots. Godskin duo. I don't know why they weren't there in Dark Souls 3. They should have been, but I never saw them. You see, so let's talk about Dark Souls 3 and this game a bit. Now, this is what Eldritch was supposed to be like. This is what Eldritch should have been. This boss from Dark Souls 3. If this was Dark Souls 3 and I was rating them, I would probably give her a S tier. That's just how this game is, and because they all are so good, it makes them a bit lesser compared to these guys, but these guys are all OP. I mean, B tier is probably better than S tier of Dark Souls 3. Not in terms of bosses and fights, but in terms of graphics, arena, story, skill, design, I would say that type of shit. Though the dancer and pontiff were good. This guy who can easily replace the A tier of Dark Souls 3. Yeah. But from S and A tier, these were awesome as hell.